Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another video on this channel. If you're new here, I am Jess. This is our channel. This is Dev and I channel, and we're going to include another member in our channel, and that is our beautiful baby boy. Basically, this channel is about him, so you are gonna see him often on this channel as soon as we get everything settled in. So on our last video, you saw I was in labor. I had my baby boy. So today I'm gonna talk a little bit on what happened, because I know a lot of persons have been messaging me via Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp and stuff to know how I'm doing and how was the delivery. I tried my best to respond to every single body, but there are some persons I didn't respond to as yet. And I'm sorry, because I'm kind of like caught up with the baby and stuff, so I'll reply to you at another time or stuff. So I decided that I'm gonna do this video and I'm gonna put it out there. So Devin basically videoed our delivery of our baby. There are some parts we didn't include, like the part where he came out and he was on my stomach and Devin cut the umbilical cord and stuff like that. That wasn't included because we wanted to keep those moments. So those are some things that happened. Now my delivery wasn't bad. It wasn't like how scared I was like before. Like it wasn't like that bad. So what happened is that I took in and I called him and I told him that, okay, I think I'm having the baby now. We should come home. I was 36 weeks when he came. So I called him and I had a little bit of bleeding and he came and he took me to the hospital. So when I went to the hospital, I was already 4 centimeters dilated, and I could have known that he was coming because I could have feel the contractions and they were getting intense and stuff, but I was bearing it. So the doctor, he checked me and he said, okay, so you're 4 centimeters right now, and we're gonna keep you for like 2 hours to see what happens. Let's see how far more you're gonna dilate. There was this nice nurse. She was with me in the room, so she's like trying to calm me and like trying to get me working through the contractions. She saw me walking. I was pacing a lot. Like it actually helped, like walking a lot. It helped me relieve the contractions. I couldn't sit. I couldn't like lie down. So walking really helped with the contractions. So she came in, she's like, okay, I could give you a warm bath if you want, and that'll help you with the contractions. And me being like so amazed by water, I like being in the water and stuff. So I told her, yeah, that'll be great. So the hospital has a bathtub. It's like a jacuzzi anyway. So she took me to the room. Devin went with me and she filled it up, and I went in and I was in there for like close to half an hour. And then an hour and a half later, she came back and, well, we go back into the room and stuff. She came back and she said, okay, the doctor is going to check you to see how far more I am. So I said, okay. When he checked me, he was like, okay, you're like 90% there. So he told me, do you want me to clip your water bag? And it's going to help. The baby's going to come more faster. So I said, okay. So I asked him, is it going to hurt? My husband said I was asking the nurses and the doctors a lot of questions. So that's what I like to do. I like to ask questions. So he's like, yes, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be more intense. So I said, okay, is the baby gonna come more fast? He said, we have to see what happens. So he clipped my water bag. I was still like 4.5 centimeters or so. He clipped my water bag. And he's like, okay, just bear through the contractions. Try to fight them off. Don't like fight them off. Like try to bear it. Like, you know. Go with the pain, try to see how you're gonna manage it and stuff. So I said, this is gonna be hard. I keep telling Devin, like, it's getting more intense. Would I be able to push this baby out? Do I need to take something for this pain? Would I be taking the epidural? That was my plan. I didn't want to take it, so I was working towards that. So it's like, you're gonna work through it. You told me like if something happens that if I tell him that I want it, I should say no. So he's like, okay, you don't want it, so you remember you told me no, so I'm gonna tell you no. Then it will start getting more intense. So I was like telling him, I don't think I can manage it anymore. I need to take it. So he's like, are you sure? And he's like, and you're in so much pain. If you want to take it, because I don't want to see you in pain. So then I was gonna like, I didn't like said that I'm gonna take it, like I wasn't sure that I was gonna take it, but at the point when I said that I was gonna take it, I felt the baby moving towards down. He was coming down. I felt the pressure and there was water coming out. So I said, nurse, the baby is coming. So she's like, okay, let me check. When she checked, there was his head. His head was like, she could have seen his head. So she was like, okay, the baby is coming. And that was like 1 hour after he clipped my water bag. So I started like pushing because he was coming, right? And all I can do is push because I don't want to fight through the contractions, because if I resist, he's going to take longer. I'm going to take longer to dilate. So he was coming. So I pushed like about 3 times, according to Devin, and he came out. He came out less than 10 minutes. It was like an amazing experience. I didn't actually believe that I experienced that the night, because after I finished pushing him out and the doctor he put him on me, and I was crying and stuff, and Devin, he held me and he's like, you're so strong, you're so strong, and he was kissing me. So I was like, I'm not bothering to him because my body is still in the shock. Like, I just give birth to this baby. I'm not paying no attention to him. I didn't even answer him. And the next day, well, we cleaned up the baby. I cleaned up myself and stuff. And I was resting for like the entire night. So the doctor said I shouldn't be getting up, that you can faint and stuff. So I need to lie down after labor. So he was like watching the baby, changing the baby and stuff like that. So the next day he was telling me what happened and how it happened and how fast I gave birth. So I was like, really? I don't believe you. He's like, yes, you did. You push it out so fast. So he's like, I can't believe you do that. You're so strong. So he's like, you were so strong during the pregnancy. Like, I would do things, get up and do things. Like if I crave something and I feel like eating it, I'll get up and go make it. And like if I feel like going somewhere, I'll get up and go. Stuff like that. I was so active like during my pregnancy. So he's like, you're so strong during your pregnancy. You're so strong during birth. You're going to be an amazing mom. So I was like, are you just saying this to make me feel better? I don't believe you. She's like, okay, when you go home, you're going to watch the video. You're going to see how fast you push him out. So after a while it took me, and then I came to realization that yeah, the baby did come out like that fast, and I was thankful, I was grateful. So being active really helped with my delivery, and also breathing through the contractions. Like, don't resist it. I mean, it is intense. Not gonna lie, the pain is intense. Like the contractions were hard, especially when it came towards my back. I was feeling it at my belly first, and then I start feeling it in my back. Then it got intense. Like, that was intense. But after I push him out, there's no pain. There was like literally no pain. Like, I had the burning and stuff. Like, about the next day when I went pee, I felt the burning, and it was like, you know, you feel the pain there, but it wasn't that intense compared to when you were having the baby. So basically, I'm just putting this video out there because everybody's been asking me, like, how was the delivery? Let me know and stuff like that. And yeah, I wanted you guys to know. Also, I want to take this time to really, really thank Devin. I know I thanked him a lot. I told him, and I want to just put this out there. Like, he is the best. He's the very best. He's been supporting me so much. Like, throughout my pregnancy, he was there with me foot by foot. Then through my delivery, he was there by my side. He didn't give up on me. And now we have the baby. He is still there. Like, he would get up. He would help me feed the baby. He will help me change the baby. He'll put him to sleep. And he will tell me, go rest. He's going to look at the baby and stuff like that. We're going to take turns. So he's an amazing husband, and I know you're going to be an amazing father. You already are. Our baby loves you and he adores you, and I do too. And thank you for everything you're doing. I know my parents are far. My mom, my dad, they're far. His mom, they're far. There's nobody basically here to do anything for me, and he has been doing that. And when you have given birth, especially for your first child, you need your family close. But I don't feel missing them that much because he's there. He's been filling that spot. He's been helping me so much. Like, I was so worried, like, would I be able to do this for him? Would I be able to hold him? Would I be able to do a lot of things? But he's really helping me and seeing me go through this. Especially he's making me to be strong, that I have to be strong for my baby. So I'm very grateful for you, Devin. So thank you for everything you're doing. Our son is gonna know everything that you did for him. And again, thank you, and I love you.